Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with T29, and also welcome to the new subscribers. So, we're on port on the T29, and this is the new port where they've removed the railway yard and replaced it with warehouses. And they've increased the height of the hills and increased the area I think covered by the hills down to the south of the railway line. It has changed the dynamics of the game somewhat in that it's now feasible to come through the middle of the map, although people don't do it as much. But you will get some tanks that do it. Aesthetically, I don't think it looks as good. I think the railway yard made sense, kind of a purely aesthetic point of view. However, the railway yard was deeply unpopular among the player base because it really slowed your tank down, and you also had no cover on an east-west axis, so you got caught between lines of railway cars. You couldn't get out of the way, and you were being shot at by somebody who had cover to the east or to the west of you, and you basically get annihilated before you could react to it in any effective way. They seem to have added in a bit more hard cover as well, although I haven't played it enough to be sure of how much extra hard cover they've added in. But they've removed some of the soft cover or the bushes on the hills, which I didn't like. I mean, I thought those bushes were actually quite useful and gave scout tanks and light tanks and certain types of stealthy tank destroyers useful locations where they could outspot people and shoot from cover without being detected. So I'm kind of coming in traditional heavy tank route. And as far as I remember, those steel pipes in front of me weren't there before. Also, it wasn't possible to shoot tanks that were on the hills from this location in the past. Now, the T25-2 doesn't moves away as soon as he gets shot at. There's a light tank shooting me from the center. So I'm going to get out of his way because I don't have a clean shot back at him. And there's a lot of tanks coming up here. So I need to kind of keep myself in as much cover as I can from these guys while getting some effective fire back in if I can possibly manage it. We've managed to take out one of them. There's a guy after appearing on the elevated highway, so I'm going to push in under the highway so he can't shoot down at me. And I'm going to come down here and want to use the bridge supports to cover my tank while I engage with these guys. Now I mess up here slightly. I become a little bit fixated on the T20, and I remain stationary, hold my position, and continue to sight in on the T20, and don't actually manage to get the shot off, or at least to connect with the shot, and lose quite a bit of health doing it. Whereas I'm better off picking one of the tanks with the main of the open, like the IS or the AMX. Which would be more profitable. And then I make a second mistake here, is that I become fixated on the Black Prince. There is essentially no way that I'll be able to penetrate the frontal turret armor of the Black Prince at this angle, because I'm actually not shooting against it flat, I'm shooting against it at an upward angle. So even though I'm using premium rounds, there's almost no way that I'll penetrate the Black Prince from this. So that costs me. It cost me a bit in health, and it cost me more so on the opportunities to actually do damage. They were both futile actions. They weren't tactically sound, and as a result I lost opportunities to do damage which I would otherwise have had available to me. And at this point the game is pretty much over. The two remaining tanks are quite a distance away, so it is unlikely I will get there in time to do much more than maybe get a shot off. So we just drive forward, see what we can do. Like I said, the game is pretty much decided. Now I succumb to another one of my failings here, which is I snap a quick shot off on the T29 and have it bounce off the side rather than sort of consider what I was doing. Not that it makes much difference in the game, it just makes an effect on my score. Not that I did too badly, I suppose. Nearly with 1800 damage, over 1000 blocked, so we got a steel wall, and we come number one by experience, which, you know, is pretty respectable, really. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again soon.